Yo, if you look at the energy, the zeal, the enthusiasm that our members of parliament had when they were impeaching Riggy G, you'd be amazed. Yani, these people tabled this motion, and I think it's less than a week they'd already passed it, done and dusted. Even members of parliament who are never in parliament were on the floor. Wow. I'm shocked. So these people can actually do their job in record time. I'm so ashamed of our members of parliament right now. Like, we have very important motions on the floor. We have very important amendments or whatever you decide to call it that we really want to pass that can be beneficial to the country. And until now, they haven't done it. They always just come up with stories. Oh, you know, it's in the floor. You know, it has to go through the legislature. You know, it has to go through the executive. You know, the judiciary is the one. You know. A lot of stories, kizungumigi na catwalk, and they're just never getting what is needed to be done. And then all of a sudden, this one just passed like, my guy. You guys know people are dying, eh? You guys know a lot of things are not working. But you've decided like this is the priority right now. Like this is what needs to be passed in record time. Our members of parliament, shame on you. Yes, I said it. Shame on you. Yeah, not all of you, most of you. Yeah, who know what you need to do, but you never do it unless you're paid. And it's your job, it's your mandate. That's what we put you there to do. But unless someone comes and greases you or whatever, that is when you decide to pass a few other things. We've seen a couple of things come on the floor and they're passed. Look at the finance bill when it came. You guy. But the other things that really affect the common mwananchi, you guys take your sweet time. Oh, you know, we formed a committee. You know, we are going to... Shame on you, bro. Yes, shame on you.
Going to fight it to the very end. He is going to fight it in Senate. He's going to fight it in the High Court, to the Court of Appeal, and to the Supreme Court, because there'll be a mark of Cain on his forehead. And that mark will ensure that he does not participate in the politics of this country almost until he goes upstairs to the Mecca. Yeah. And if I were him at this stage, because he has chosen to fight, if he was to resign, it would have been a little earlier. But I think right now, he has, as the saying goes, as William Shakespeare, I think it is Macbeth, that he has waded so deep into blood that to go back is as tedious as to go forth. So he must go forth to the very end.
Keep going.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Where they may.
And I think it is also important for this country. And that is why I think that it's important that we listen to him in the Senate. I've listened to my good friend Paul Mwite making early arguments in the case I say, and Barack has also alluded to it. At what time was it proper to seek public opinion or public participation? They should have waited until he made his case on the floor of the National Assembly, so that the people will have heard him and heard the mover of the motion, but they put the cart before the horse. And as we said a little earlier, the choreography was a choreography that was designed to achieve an end, which end has been achieved in the National Assembly. But as we know, the journey is not yet over.
Barack, would you...
Ladies and gentlemen, those two videos are the ones that will help us to form the basis of our analysis today. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing at a point whereby the Senate or Supreme Court will be the one that will save the Deputy President from his impeachment. And ladies and gentlemen, those are the factors that we're going to look. The reason is why I strongly believe that the Senate or the Supreme Court will be the one that will stop the impeachment motion of the Deputy President Gachagua. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trending News Analysis TNA. I go by the name Jerry Joseph, and personally I'm in Thika Road. Maybe you could let me know where you're watching the video from. The first reason is because the National Assembly was seen to be biased. You see, it doesn't matter whether you wanted the Deputy President to be impeached or you did not wanted him to be impeached. but we can all agree that the National Assembly was biased. These people, they casted their vote to impeach the deputy president even before the deputy president could come in the National Assembly at the floor of the House and give his defense. So it means that these people, they were not interested with their defense. And again, what you can say is about how the impeachment motion, how the impeachment process is being rushed. It was tabled in the parliament, the sitting was done, and now after that sitting, it was again transferred, communicated to the Senate. It is taken to, so fast. And by this is the reason that people, they are saying it, this is a political process, because we cannot agree that. And that is the reason I strongly believe that, because of that biasness, is the one that will make either senators to behave mature and to scrutinize the issue and to save the deputy president Gachagua. The second reason is the issue of public participation. If I can ask you, what was the significance of public participation? I didn't heard anywhere that it was being considered. The member of parliament just casted their votes out of their presentation, but not representation from their people. So these members, they were not representing the people where they come from. They were representing themselves. And again, we go to the issue about public participation. How can you give people 2 days, 2-day notification, even it's not 2 day, 1 day notification that they will do in public participation? And then you are telling them that the station where they'll be going to do public participation is just a single station in a county. You find some counties, they are so big at a point you can use over 500 shillings to reach to the venue and 500 to come back, so that's 1,000. Again, it's about the period of notification. So, and again, what you can say, they were supposed to first of all hear the defense of the deputy president Gachagua. When they come to the ground, they are coming with real issues, verified issues. But we are just having speculation. We never knew why Rigathi Gachagua was being told to go. Majority of them, they never knew. And that's the reason that I see the Senate or the Supreme Court, they will look at this issue and they will save the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. The third reason is about the defense that the deputy president had with the allegation or the ground that Mwengi Mutusa, the member of parliament of Kibwezi West, had. If you could have listened to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, he was able to answer to each and every ground, to each and every allegation. And according to me, I can see that even if some place there is act of fairness and everything was tabling it and evidence and making sure that he's looking and proving it beyond reasonable doubt. And since this, even Kenyans, majority of Kenyans, even the ones that they wanted Rigathi Gachagua to go, after getting these petitions, after hearing the grounds, after Rigathi, especially the ground that he really explained well is about the issue of shares, because this issue of share really had injured him so much. But after revealing how the Kenya Kwanza and Azimio members, they had even planned how they have divided this nation and everybody was representing his region, he was able to prove to people, and the people knew that when he was talking about shares, it is because he felt a satisfaction with the shares that were being brought in the Mount Kenya region, of which you can all agree that it was just to do that. So the fourth reason is about the speaker and the deputy speaker alternation. They had already made a decision to impeach the deputy president in the public. Remember that speakers, they never vote, the deputy speaker never vote. So if you tell us that you impeach the deputy president and you don't vote, which means will you use? So it simply means that we just whip the other members. It means that you will use every possible means to make sure that the deputy president will not have a just hearing. And that is the reason as to why these members, they have already, we did not expected the deputy president not to be impeached, because if the deputy speaker and the speaker himself, they have already made awareness, it means that they have already organized their troops and they have already impeached the deputy president even way before coming to the National Assembly. And the fifth reason is about the ground. You see, the people they don't believe that impeaching the deputy president, they will have any solution. There is no any benefit. The people, they believe that impeaching the deputy president is just giving a walk on the path, on the park for President William Ruto. And they believe that this is not our thing. These people, they are just using the money that they are bringing to the ground, the money that they are applying to bribe the members of the National Assembly. So the public is seeing this as a misuse of public funds, as our mispriority. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my thinking. Maybe you could let me know what you mean in the comment section. Have a nice time.